everybody, welcome to the Recoup. I'm Cooper Daniels, and I'm a guy that knows a little about a lot. And today, it's my weekly algo rant. Let's get into it. First off, how you doing? Happy Halloween, everybody. It's an exciting day. It's a day for you to get hammered with your friends or steal your child's trick-or-treat candy or, get stoned and watch a horror film. Whatever it is you're doing, those are your three options. Put it in the comments. Let me know what you're doing, all right? But let's just get into it. Today, I'm going to talk about relay nodes and I'm going to talk about price. I haven't talked about price in a while. Little treat on Halloween. Let's talk price. But before we do that, let's talk price. Number 28 on CoinMarketCap. Algo, number 28 on CoinMarketCap. All right, a little over 36 cents, 2.6 billion market cap. And yeah, folks, it's up over 20% in the last week. Just right behind Monero, right ahead of Near. All right. Now 28, 29 is pretty close. So by the time you watch this, maybe Near's back at 28, or maybe, Algo's ahead of Monero. Who knows, folks? But that's where that is. And even more exciting news, TVL, AlgoRANT TVL is up to number 13 at 320 million. All right. That is beautiful, folks. Up 31% over the last 30 days, 11% over the last week. So AlgoRANT is growing, the TVL is growing, and things are looking up, folks. All right, a little price action this weekend. Somebody made a buy. Somebody bought some, and it's staying there. It jumped up to 36 cents, and it still is. So we'll see what happens, right? We got the Fed on Wednesday. Who knows? I don't care, all right? I do care about price, right? Some people say price doesn't matter. It does, and it matters more than just for speculation. That's what we're talking about today. But before we talk about that, let's just real quick address relay nodes, all right? It's a hot topic in the community right now. Justin Bonds, he is a analyst, I guess, a researcher, a guy that kind of looks at different blockchains and kind of gives a breakdown on what he sees. He's taken down Hex and Sol, and I think he may have had bad things to say about Cardano at some point. He's also he feels like Bitcoin has gone off on the wrong path. It's distanced itself from the original ideas of the white paper. And he did one for Algo, and it was actually pretty positive. He did call it permissioned and centralized because of the permissioned relay nodes. All right, so what does he mean? And should we immediately change it and become the first fully decentralized ecosystem that truly solved the trilemma, which we are very near? So just real quick, Algorand has the pure proof of stake consensus mechanism, and that is basically proof of stake, but with randomness involved, right? So you have relay nodes and you have participation nodes. Participation nodes, anybody can participate, right? Anybody can run a participation node. You can use a very accessible computer. Your desktop most likely is powerful enough to run a participation node, all right? It used to be that a Raspberry Pi would be powerful enough, but not anymore, all right? It's gotten a little more, but still very common computers can run a participation node, and it uses randomness, verifiable random functions, which was co-created by Silvio Macaulay, the creator of Algorand. And basically what that does is that it makes it so nobody ever knows who is validating a block with them until it's too late. So meaning you are already validating the block once you figure out who's validating the block with you, which makes it impossible to collude. Amazing, beautiful, elegant, pure proof of stake, an innovation in the space, and should be celebrated. Then you have relay nodes. Relay nodes are basically the veins, the things that sends all the messages throughout the ecosystem, right? Those, however, are permissioned with a track, with a roadmap towards being permissionless. They opened up relay nodes recently. There are about 100 relay nodes, and they are spread out throughout the world. I think it's less than 20% are in the US, less than 20% in Europe, in Africa, Asia, Latin America. They're everywhere, right? And there's about 100, and they're expensive to run. It's probably about $3,000 a month to run a relay node. And they do not participate in consensus, but they could collude to ruin Algorand, which puts a attack vector out there, and that is Justin Bonds' point. No matter how unlikely it is that 70 to 80 of these relay nodes collude, it still presents the opportunity for them to do it, which makes Algorand permissioned decentralization. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody likes that. And we want to get to decentralization, right? Now, of course, folks, look, this is the deal. I was talking to Chris Swenner recently, and he made a cool point. He was basically like, look, you just need enough decentralization that can police the centralization. All right, that makes sense. I mean, if you look at any of these blockchains out there, you can point fingers, poke holes in their decentralization case, and then the community can give you the reason why you're wrong, right? You can look at Bitcoin and be like, there's 3 mining pools, 3 CEOs just need to collude to ruin Bitcoin. And then if you're a Bitcoiner, you're gonna be like, bro, stop. All you would have to do is move your miner. If they start acting funky, you just move it to another pool. Like, you can easily do that, right? Now, of course, if the CEOs are stealth and you're not paying attention, who knows? It could do a lot of damage, I suppose, right? But fine. Or Ethereum post-merge. Ethereum post-merge, you got Coinbase, Kraken, Lido, and they have most of the stake, right? Like, what's going on, man? You're super centralized is what the accusation is. And then it's like, well, oh, what, you think Coinbase is going to collude against Ethereum, which they have all of their money in? There is no financial incentive for them to ruin Ethereum. And plus, you might be like, well, Lido is decentralized, man, so there's no way all of that is going to coordinate against Ethereum. It goes against all of everybody's financial interests. And that's the whole proof of stake point, right? Is that the more stake you hold, the less likely are you going to destroy it, because it destroys your money, right? Your value. Right. And then you have things like Cardano being like, hey, we're the true decentralized thing. We bring the best from Bitcoin and Ethereum. We're Cardano. And, well, okay, sure. I mean, you have relays as well, by the way, that are heavily reliant on Amazon cloud services. I mean, if you go look at, I forget, Pool Stake or whatever, you see it's in, the data centers for relays are heavily reliant on Amazon. Of course, if Amazon decided to turn that off, it would be detrimental to Cardano. And, there's a high concentration of SPOs, right, that could collude. The SPOs are pretty top heavy too, that could collude, I guess, and cause problems. Something like Binance stakes like 3 billion. I don't know. Look, I'm not up on it completely, but I'm just saying there's a case, and I'm sure the Cardano community has a very well thought rebuttal to what I just said. That's my point. Is there's always people saying we're more decentralized than you, right? Now my case is that Algorand potentially could be the most decentralized with a permissionless relay node, and it seems like Justin Bonds agrees with that. He seems to be like, whoa, this is impressive. Decentralized governance, and the elegant pure proof of stake, the participation nodes with randomness, and wow, if relay nodes would just become permissionless, then there is a true winner, a true solution to the trilemma. So why doesn't Algorand just open it up? Well, for one, it costs $3,000 a month to run. So where is that going to come from? The treasury at the foundation? Oh man, talk about being diluted. Anybody can spin up a relay node. Where's the incentive? Transaction fees don't add up like that yet, folks. So this is where I transition to price. A little bit of price talk, folks. So like I said, Algo's at 36 cents. 36 cents is not the time to open up the relay node program, all right? Transaction fees are very, very low, okay? Now, transactions are going up. Wallets are getting opened up at a rapid rate. You have the FIFA Plus Collect kind of buzzing along, and you have lots of other things, right? You have the partnership with the Nigerian government, El Salvador. There's a million things. There's so many things happening with Algorand. It's all very exciting and it's all very good. But I think before we even consider opening up the relay program is that we need the price to pump. I mean, we need more. Algo needs to go up. Now, where do I think Algo is going? Why am I here? Because I obviously think that Algo is going to be more than 36 cents, or I wouldn't be talking about this, because I would be better off talking about something else, because, that's just what it is. My conviction is high, folks. I have had a strong conviction towards Algorand for a long time. So where is it that I think we're headed? I want to see 0.1 algo worth $1, which means algo's $10 a token. That'd be cool, right? Be a lot of rich folks. We'd be all feeling pretty rich. And I got to tell you, I'm saying $10. I'm not saying it's coming soon. I'm not saying, oh, by the end of the year, $10 algo. But I'm not the only one out there saying things like $10 algo. There are some smart people that are heavily invested in Algorand because they believe it can hit $10. It could very well happen, right? Now, imagine 0.1 algo being $1 and then 0.001 algo being the transaction fee. Well, that becomes much more substantial, right? And if algo hits $10, that means that there are massive amounts of transactions happening. And then there is a heavy amount of transaction fees that we can distribute to relay nodes as incentives for running them. And then it can become a permissionless thing where people are running high quality relay nodes because they're being compensated aggressively and fairly and more than the cost, obviously. And that would be fantastic. And now, can we open up relay nodes before algo hits $10? Of course, we can. You know, you could do that through a few different things. You could up the amount of the transaction fees. You could practically double algo transaction fees right now, and it wouldn't be, you wouldn't even notice really. It's so low. And then if you kind of put that side by side with a pumped up price, then this becomes something that really can help algo truly decentralize and become that settlement layer for the entire Web3 ecosystem, right? And this brings me to another point of, look, we're over 7 billion in circulation and 10 billion hard cap of algo. Now, as we get further and further along and more of these algo go into circulation, there's going to be a supply and a demand thing. And the price is going to go up if we succeed. We're all making a bet here, including the foundation and Inc., all of them. We're all making a bet that what we're doing right now will spur use and adoption. And as more and more entities adopt algo, then more and more relay nodes can come on board and further decentralize, truly decentralize the Algorand blockchain. And as it stands right now, it's one of the most decentralized as it is. We'd need 70 to 80 of those 100 relay nodes to collude to take down the Algorand blockchain. That's not happening. It goes against their financial interest and it goes against everything. Why would they do it? And it's not like any one government can do it on their own, right? The United States government cannot take down Algorand. Even if the United States government has, the entirety of the EU on their side to do this, they still could not take down Algorand. I don't even believe that the US, Europe, and Africa could get together and take down Algorand. That's how difficult this is. All right. So my price target for algo is $10. I mean, of course, Algorand needs to execute. The tech is working. How are we doing? How's the foundation doing? I'm seeing adoption. I'm seeing growth. I'm seeing bears creating accounts just to FUD algo. These are all bullish signs, folks. People are worried and people are working on it. All right. People coming in and FUDding our NFT ecosystem right as things were getting bigger, right? Right as Algorand NFTs are growing at a rapid rate, just when there was opportunity to take over Sol, then, either the Algorand NFT community kind of turns on each other or other actors with other interests are sending in their FUD, and it kind of worked. It tamped down our momentum. So, I mean, it's not, it's obviously not just a hike to the top of the mountain with just picking flowers the whole way, making it all easy and everything. It's going to be a process. But if your eyes are open, if you're aware, if you see what's happening, you do see more and more adoption happening for Algorand. You're seeing we have great opportunity in our DeFi. We have a lot of activity in the sports world vertical. We have a lot of activity in the music industry, right? And then obviously institutional and government adoption is another thing. Okay. So Algorand $10 by 2030. 0.1 algo being $1. Now let's get through this bear market. Let's not turn on each other. Let's stay positive and let's get algo to $10. That is a true bronze medal party. If we get algo to $10, what is that? A $100 billion market cap, fully diluted? Looks like bronze medal to me, folks. Looking good. So there you go. There's your hopium for the day. $10 algo. It's coming. I don't know when, but I'll be there with you when it does. Not financial advice any which way. None of this is financial advice. This is just what I'm doing. I'm excited about algo. I'm excited about the future. I believe that $10 is coming. All right. And I'm going to work towards it. I'm going to continue to try to bring, breathe positivity into this. And hopefully it happens because it'll be very good. If I DCA, if I can continue to create yield and be a governor and stack my algos, then I will have a pretty bag for that $10 algo. I saw a video by Adam recently. It was like, how many algo do you need to be a millionaire? Well, he kind of broke down how you could do it. Interesting. You can go check out his video if you'd like. But I'm saying you need 100,000 algo to become a millionaire. And however you get to 100,000 algo, just get there by around 2030. You should be good. Probably want to stack as much as you can in this 30-cent area. It's a little easier at 30 cents. It'll be a lot easier to stack algo at 30 cents than it will be $3. And we've seen it get all the way up there, right? So it can definitely happen. We are in a bear market. Macro conditions are rough, but we just keep on keeping on. Keep your eye on the prize. Pivot when you need to pivot. Stay focused and stay long if you still have the conviction. Don't get scared, but take care of yourself. Make sure you have your bills paid and you have all your situation. You have your situation in order, because this is speculation. We are speculating that algo is going to be one of the major players in the future. Now that story can get upended by a myriad of different reasons, from a myriad of different directions. So be careful. All right, everybody. Hey, if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe. Happy Halloween. Thank you for watching. Do your homework.